kicking off. We are live at the Mississippi Gulf Coast Coliseum and Convention Center. We're in the Convention Center for the Mississippi Municipal League's annual conference. We welcome to the program now the mayor of Philadelphia, Mississippi, Mr. James Young. Mayor Young, thanks for coming on, sir.
Good afternoon. It's good to be here.
Well, how's it been going so far at the conference?
It has been a great time. This is, as kind of said, not my first rodeo. I'm in my fourth term, so we come year after year. And this year seems to be a little bit more informative in the fact that there's so many laws that are being changed. So much going on at the legislators that we as community leaders have to regroup and revive how we do things. But it's all good. You know, the last few weeks or the last few months, I tell our legislators, it's not been a begathon from us. Prior to some changes over the last few years, it made being the leaders of small communities much better because we had some support from the Jackson area and make a big difference. From the streets being paved to the bridges being done, support from those legislators, senators, and the governor has made life over the last couple of years a little bit better.
Okay. Well, that's good to hear. And then you've had a fair amount of federal support, and some of that support from the state flowed through the federal government as well. You had to match some money as part of that as well, right?
That's correct. And one of the things I've said from the standpoint of being a city our size, you know, there's always been some barriers. If you're not 50,000, if you're not 20,000, you're less than 10,000, which our population is, it makes it hard to match money. So you have to manage money first, then be able to pull down some others because you got a little in the bank.
I got you.
So
how's it going? What's the balance sheet look like? What's the income statement look like?
The balance sheet looks good right now. We have been doing well. Since 2020, surprisingly, during COVID and after COVID, we've seen our sales revenue go up.
Okay.
Trending up. So surprised, yes.
Is that from sales tax revenue primarily?
Sales tax revenue. And every week we're on the radio talking about shop at home.
Okay.
Shop at home. It is a key. It doesn't matter where you come from. If you're spending your money at home, that money circulates back.
Yeah.
And we've seen that over the last, actually, couple of years. And we're seeing that this year. People are doing more shopping at home. And sometimes disasters come to make you realize what you have personally.
Yeah.
And so we are experiencing that right now.
Okay. Well, that's good to hear. What are some of your critical needs that you're trying to address, working on, have plans for right now in the city?
Well, right now, as all in every city, we're trying to repave some streets. That's probably been our number one. And because of the work of our utilities, we are upgrading our sewer systems, our lagoon ponds. With the ARPA money, we're using some of that to do that. These are things that we're investing in for the next 5 to 10, 15 years. You know, we pave a street, and if it's done well, you know, we're talking about 10 to 15 years before we have to do that again. So we're able, because of some of the Modernization Act money, match with a little bond money, we've been able to do more over the last couple of years than we've ever did.
It's a constant need, isn't it?
It's a constant need. You never get through with needing. It's kind of like your home. You never get through needing something.
Sure.
You know, if one thing broke out, you got a crack in the ceiling. And
that's right.
You just hope you have the resources to fill in when those things happen.
Yeah.
So we've been blessed lately to have that resource.
What about your police department and just crime overall in the city? Is that a problem?
That's one of the, as we heard earlier this morning, that's one of the ugly things about our small towns and large cities. That age group between 15 and 35. That's also the age group that we're trying to target to let them know there's opportunities in Mississippi right now. You don't have to leave Neshoba County to get a good job. You don't have to leave the area to get a good job, but you do have to do something on your own. I mean, this is not a giveaway program. The junior colleges are there. They are promoting. They're petitioning. And then there's educations that you can get. They pay you to go to school. I mean, how
right?
How great is that?
Yeah.
They pay you.
You just got to get out there and do it.
You just got to get out there and do it. And Our police department, I think we are probably about 98% staffed. That's very rare in these seasons because of the rotation.
Mm-hmm.
We're being able and trying to pay our guys a little bit better salary. That's a reason why we have so much turnover from city to city. But right now, we are stable. We have a good chief. He's running a tight ship, and it makes a difference. Crime is one of the most deterrents you can have for your community. People want to feel safe coming to your city.
Mm-hmm.
They want to feel safe taking a walk down the street. They want to feel safe going to the ball game. They want to feel safe shopping. And when you can provide that, and we know crime is one of those things, kind of like the weather, you can't predict it. It happens.
Yeah.
And but there are some things that you can do to prevent. You know, I tell the criminals, don't come to Shoba. You know, I tell them, don't come to the Shoba. And I say it kind of jokingly, but truly, we mean what we say. The laws will be enforced in our city and county, and trying to enforce it equally and fairly. But toleration of crime, you know, is at a 0 point. That's what we're trying to project and portray by our police force. You show up in volume. You have some of the best equipment that you can afford our guys. The police cars need to look like they're brand new, even though they're not. It's just an image. It's just the image and projecting that we're strong. We're not going to be intimidated.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And as you well know, Mayor, it's hard for businesses to form in a crime-ridden community. Existing businesses are hesitant to invest more as well. And then, of course, you got the problem of just keeping people and attracting new people into the community.
That's correct. Word of mouth is a key.
Yeah.
To growing or killing.
Yeah, you're right.
Your business.
Yeah.
Whether it be the city or whether it be the grocery store down the street. Quality begets quality. Quality sends a message that the people do care about where you are. Quality of policemen, the caliber of men and women that we have on staff makes a big difference.
Yeah. You feel pretty good about your team in that regard?
I feel pretty good about our team in that regard. They're young,
Mm-hmm.
And they're willing to set the tone. You know, whether you're a basketball player, police officer, whomever, you want to leave a legacy. If you feel good about yourself, politics or whatever, you want to leave something. People say, you know what, that shoes are hard to fill.
Yeah.
And prayerfully and hopefully we have a group like that right now that's doing their job and doing it well. Now, they ain't perfect. There's nobody perfect, but they're striving to do the best job they can.
You mentioned at the top of our discussion, Mayor, that you were overall pleased with the legislature, the governor, state leaders with respect to the handling of affairs related to cities. Anything on your radar for the upcoming legislative session?
There's always, when there's a perception, there's a little bit peanut butter left in the jar.
Yes, sir. So, I might have to quote you on that one.
You made the quote. So we know that there's a little bit peanut butter left in the jar.
Okay.
So we reach in there with our spoons and our knives and try to scrape all we can out for the good of the people. So, you know, technically it's never clean. I mean, when I clean, it's never empty. It's just in the corners sometimes. So what's left in the corners, we're trying to get it, and so that's our goal.
Would you like to see the state eliminate the sales tax on groceries?
If they have a legitimate filler.
Okay.
For
the cities?
For the cities.
Loss of revenue?
It sounds good to eliminate, but when you eliminate, you leave a void.
Yeah.
And whether you know it or not, every penny that comes to our coffers is used for something. And we don't have the luxury of having fluff.
Yeah.
So when you take something away that's real beneficial on this side, you need to balance it on the other side. Now, where we get those balance from, I don't know. Taxes is a dirty word, either way you look at it, but how do we function without them?
Right. You got services to provide. You need some revenue.
You
It's
got
just a
service
matter
to provide. That's
optimizing that and just being smart in
That's right.
in what's appropriate there.
Yeah,
So,
and we try our best to not use money unwisely.
I got you.
You know, I come up in the country where every penny had a place.
Yes, sir.
And for the community in our city, every penny still has a place.
Yes, sir. Mayor, thanks for coming on, sir. Enjoyed the discussion, and good luck in the city of Philadelphia. Thank you for your leadership.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, sir.
You all do a great job.
Appreciate it.
God
Thank
bless
you, Mayor. Yes, sir. God bless you. Mayor James Young of Philadelphia has been our guest. Coming